Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is another That's really distracting, isn't it? Sorry about that. This is just the best spot to record this, so sorry I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, another unboxing. This is the Zipbox for June from Ziptac. I probably shouldn't have done that. That might have been fragile. Yeah, sorry, the unboxing for June. You might be wondering why there wasn't one last month. Yeah, I kind of fucked that up. It was delivered. I got home from work late, and then the next day I got home late, and the next day I got home late. So after 3 days, I thought, screw it, I'll just record it at night with all the lights on, just hope for the best. The footage came out shithouse. It was very dark, very grainy. It was just unwatchable. So I thought I'd cull it. Wasn't too sure what I was going to do, but I've decided that before we get stuck into this, I'm going to quickly touch on last month's box before we open this one. I'm not going to mention it. You're not going to mention it. It'll just be like a thing that we just don't bring up and just pretend it didn't happen. So if you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Let's get stuck into it. Alright, so this is the zip box for the month of May. Starting with this is a Maxpedition EDC travel tray or a dump tray. Essentially what it is put on your bedside table or on your dresser, whatever you like. When you come home at the end of the day, dump your wallet, keys, any loose change, knife, pry bar, pen, whatever it is that you happen to carry in your pockets. Dump it in there so it's all kept neat and tidy all together so you don't lose anything. You can strap down, shit, I don't know, whatever, passport if you're traveling, money, I don't know. You got pockets, you can chuck little parts in there to keep them all compartmentalized. I like this a lot. I've seen it before. I hadn't actually seen it in person, so when I opened it up, I was really happy to see it. It came flat like that, so it packs down nice and small, and they just snap together like so. So I like to keep this on my bedside table. It just keeps everything all together, neat and tidy. So in the morning, get up, chuck your pants on, everything in your pocket, you're ready to rock and roll. Up next, I'm actually missing something. It was the UST Star Flash Micro Signal Mirror. It was in the box. When I saw the footage was unusable, I chucked everything back in the box and put it in the wardrobe until I decided what to do with it. I pulled everything out to shoot this video, and I don't know what's happened to it, but it's vanished. It was in the box, it's now not, I don't know. It was a little mirror about the size of a credit card with a little star cut out. It's used for signaling. If you get lost, you can sweep the horizon. The light gets seen for miles and miles and miles, so it's a really effective way to signal for help. I don't know where it's gone. It'll be around here somewhere, so I'll look for it later. But yeah, that was in there. That was pretty cool. Up next was the Elemental Hexamine Stove. For those of you that haven't seen these, I'm sure a lot of you have, or most of you have, there's a little slimline stove that folds out. You've got your little fuel tabs. So you chuck in, I don't know, 1, 2, 4, 10, however many fuel tabs you need. You ignite them, and then you can pop your canteen, your pot, whatever you want on top of that. And then you can cook out in the bush. I've got about 4 or 5 of these. I'm probably not going to use this one just because I have others that I've already used that are already on the go. So I might end up giving this one away, but if you don't have one of these already, these are cool to have. So that's pretty cool. Sorry I'm rushing this one. I just want to get into that box and see what's in that. I'm really excited for that one. Up next was the Kershaw Barge Folding Knife. This has to be one of the goofiest looking knives I've ever seen, but it looks mad. It's crazy. I like it a lot. You can get it out. There's a bit of paperwork. Alright, so that's it there, with a little pry bar on the end. It looks crazy. I like it. It's a nice little frame lock, as we can see. 8CR 13 MOV steel, so it's not a super high-end steel. It's not fantastic. It's what you find with a lot of Spydercos. But it is a decent steel. It's okay. I've got a few in 8CR 13 MOV. It doesn't hold a fantastic edge, but the trade-off is that it is very easy to sharpen. So yeah, that came out of the box quite sharp. I've had a few Kershaws that were a bit dull out of the box, but this one was really sharp. I haven't put this into rotation yet, but I will be carrying this. I like it. It's goofy. It could do with the assistance of bearings. It's a little bit stiff to open and close, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so I'll be using this, I think, over the next week or so just to see how it goes. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that one. So all that stuff was the original box. In the Pro was that there. That is a Mora Bushcraft Survival Knife. It's got a really nice orange rubberized handle, so if your hands get muddy or wet, you're not going to slip. As you can see, I've been beating on this like a redheaded stepson for the last 3 weeks. I've got the fireplace over there, so I've been using it to shave fat wood to get the fire going. I took it out bush the other day when I went out with my dad and my brother. I got a bit of a fire going there. It is really, really comfortable. It already has the 90-degree spine, so you can use it as to strike your ferro rod. A lot of the moors, or most of the moors, they have a rounded edge, so you generally got to file that flat. But this comes already with a really sharp 90-degree edge. Oh, excuse me, bit of reflux. It's a nice sheath. I like it a lot. It comes with, I don't know if I can get it off. I can't remember how I put it on. It came with 2 attachments. This one is a little clip, so you can clip it onto your belt or onto your pants, onto your pack, whatever. The other one, this unclips. The other one clips on, and it's just a belt loop. So once it's on, it's not going to come off. You have to take the belt off in order to get the knife off, or the sheath off, rather. It comes with a little diamond sharpening plate or stone, whatever you want to call that. It's not going to put a mirror finish on your blade, but if it is dull, you can quickly touch it up and you will get back to a usable edge. And lastly, we have a little ferro rod, which is super soft. This is a really, really soft one. It throws a wicked spark. Unlike most of the ones you get off eBay and the cheap, shitty ones, when you throw the sparks, they sort of just dissipate and vanish before they hit you, whatever you're throwing the sparks at. This one will hit it and it will burn for a second before going out. It is really, really soft. I've been using this to light the fire just over there. I like it a lot. I think it's actually made by Light My Fire. Exotac, Light My Fire. Light My Fire, I think. Yeah, so this is a really good ferro rod. This attaches to the side of the sheath like that. There's a little bit of a bump there to stop it falling out. You have to lift it up to get it out. So that's really, really secure. All right, with that out of the way, without further ado, let's get stuck into the June zip box. All right, so this is what we're all here for. It is the zip box for June. I'm going to open it with the Kershaw barge we got in last month's box. Let's get stuck into it. Ooh. I think this is a different color green, more of a lime green. All right, so here we are, zip box for June 2019. Ooh, there's a fair bit in this one. Yeah, buddy. All right, so let me just pop that there so I can read it. Just shove that under the camera. All right, so we'll start off with the contents of the original box, starting with this. This is a glow-in-the-dark phonetic alphabet patch. I know this is from Bug Out Bag Australia. If you're not familiar with it, look them up on Facebook. It's the phonetic alphabet, as it says, glows in the dark. Now, for those of you that have this box who aren't in the Bug Out Bag Australia group, you may not be aware of this. We'll pull that off. There is a little slit in the back. It is not a manufacturing error. It's done on purpose. So you can chuck in, I don't know, like a spare key. You can chuck in a bit of change. If you want to put in a couple of Panadol tablets, you can certainly do that. Whack it on your pack. It's hidden. No one knows it's there. But if you get stuck, you've always got it. So I think that's pretty cool. Make sure they're all correct. They are all correct. Beautiful. So that has a retail value of $20, which is good value. It is a rubberized PVC. It's not like a leather or a plastic. So it's nice and flexible. Smells nice. All right, up next, Exotac Ripspool. Oh, hang on. Is that the battle box thing? It is too. This was in a battle box a while ago. I'm sure of it. Maybe I just read about it. I don't know. All right, so what this is, you can attach it to your pack or keep it in your pocket, whatever. It contains, I think it was about, I could be wrong here, 1.5 meters or whatever of duct tape. And this here is, I think it's a braided line. Does it actually say? It's 60 foot of 30-pound test braided line. And this unscrews. There's a little O-ring in there to make it waterproof, and it includes a little sail needle. So you can thread your braided line through there, and you can sew, I don't know if you've got ripped gear, like made of canvas or leather. This is strong enough to go through that. You can certainly stitch your clothes if you're out bush and you get caught. And if you are patching up some of your gear, like leather or canvas, it can be quite hard to push the needle through. So if you put the needle in backwards, so it's now the pointy end facing out, you can use that against your palm to help press through the fabric without poking yourself in the hand. So that's pretty cool. What I've also seen people do is put in little split shot sinkers and tiny fishing hooks. So in theory, you've got yourself a little fishing kit as well. Oh no, bro! Where'd the needle go? There it is. Don't want to lose that. So that's really cool. If I can get that back in. So please excuse the dog hair everywhere. Another thing which is pretty cool about this is this lanyard. Jeez, I'm all over the shop today. That's made of fire cord. That's not just paracord. So if you are out and about, you need to start yourself a little fire. You can open that up and there's tinder inside there. That's really, really awesome. I'm stoked with this. Actually, how do we open that? Let's have a look at this thread. Can we? This might be something I have to do off camera later. Maybe. Yes. All right. One other thing that a lot of people don't notice. I've seen people, when I first saw these, I looked them up on YouTube. When they do use the line, they tend to just peel back the tape a little bit and tuck it under and then tape it back down, which is one way to secure the end of your line. But I'm not too sure if you can see. There's a tiny little hole in the top there, right next to the M in Made in USA. So you can feed the the braided line through the hole and tie it off. So that's just a really secure way to store it. So that is awesome. I'm really happy with that. I am stoked. This is actually quite expensive. So that's what I like about these boxes. This is not something I would have bought for myself, purely based on price. This comes in at $60, so it is quite expensive. But I'm glad it's in here. I wanted one. These are actually made by Exotac. So for those of you that aren't aware, they usually make fire starting things like flints and strikers. So it's really cool to have that in there. The next thing up on the list is the UST hand warmers. I have a fiance who has perpetually frozen hands, so she will make great use of these. And the way these work, you'll see there's a little disc floating around. I've already got a couple of these, but they never go astray. So you just want to try and get that in the middle, and then you just snap. If I can get it to snap, there we go. And you can see there's a chemical reaction happening. So it goes from clear to this opaque, crystallized, whatever the hell that is. And that chemical reaction starts emitting heat. They are reusable. So in order to do that, you just pop them in boiling water. You boil them for like 10 minutes or so until this opaque gel stuff goes clear. Pull them out, let them cool down, and you're ready to rock and roll once again. I like these a lot. I give these to my fiance all the time because she loses them. She won't be losing these ones though because she's not having those. They're mine. They have a retail of $19.95. Up next, emergency ration biscuits, which I would say are these compressed biscuits. They look Chinese. I'm assuming, not that I can read it. Ingredients: wheat flour, palm oil, sugar, glucose syrup, water, salt, food additives. Serving suggestion: ready to serve after opening. Production date, please see packaging. Shelf life 36 months. I'm not sure if I'll ever need these, but it's good to have them just in case. So they're good for long-term storage. They have a retail value of $6.95. Up next, and the last thing in the original box, the Ridgeline thermal beanie, which is this bad boy right here. Shout out to my brother who watches these videos and says I say bad boy too much. That way. All right. So that's the beanie there. I've got a grey one on at the moment, but let's pop this on. I've got a few Ridgeline beanies in camo though, so this is a bit more suitable for an urban environment. Oh, that's really comfy. I don't like beanies that are too tight. I've got a couple that are really, really tight, but this one, it's not too loose, it's not too tight. It tucks down just under your ears, so it provides plenty of coverage and warmth. I like it. I'm going to leave that one on. Yeah, so that was the contents of the original box. That one costs $80 for the whole lot with a retail of $131.80. Up next is the Pro Box, which I'm excited about this one. This is a Sea to Summit Pro hammock. I'm suggesting it's probably a single size based on the size. Does it say? Yes, it does. It's a single hammock with a weight rating of 400 pounds or 180 kilos. So it holds me, and I'm a little fatty, which is good to know. We'll take this out, shall we? I have a hammock already that I use, but it's not as good as this. It's just a cheap one. I think it's Bongham or something. It's a cheap Chinese one. In the summer, I hang out. We've got a little balcony out here, which I hang it up and I swing around in that. How do we open this one? Like that. The bottom opens up. And I'm guessing we just pull it out. And this bag, is it attached to the hammock itself? No, it's not. My last one, my other one, sorry. It attaches to the hammock. It doesn't actually come apart. That's really lightweight. That's super lightweight. It feels like it's made of some sort of parachute fabric. Nice. Nice bright red colour. Wish me luck getting that back in the bag. And also, it comes with the ultralight suspension straps to go with it. Where's that barge gone? Don't know what that disc is for. So there should be 2 sets of straps. Yeah, there are. So these would be the straps that you use to secure the hammock. I'm not going to pull them out because I don't like my chances of getting them back together that tightly. I'm assuming this is also rated to 400 pound or 180 kilos. Doesn't say. If your pro hammock 180 kilos is suspended using ultralight suspension straps, then the final LC, whatever that means, of the hammock will be 135 kilos. Lashing capacity. The lashing capacity is the total static weight that a Sea to Summit hammock is rated to withstand before failure. Even at 135 kilos, it'll hold me nicely. That is cool. I love this box. A friend of mine, Nick, who also gets this box, was telling me that he was stoked with this one. He gets it before I do because he lives a lot closer to where Ziptac are, so the postie gets it to him before me. And every month he teases me with what's in there, but he won't tell me, which is good because I don't really want to know. I want it to be a surprise. And he said he loved this one. So I'm stoked to finally open it. It's been sitting on the table for the last couple of days, just mocking me. We'll get that in there. Beautiful. All right, so I love this one. This is sweet. I'll definitely give that hammock a red hot go come maybe spring. I don't want to wait till summer. Let's get that shit off there. Whew, I love it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, hit that little bell button, and I guess I'll see you next time. Cheers.